Hi everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking on that side quest, Contest of Realms, epic mode gameplay, and we are only going to be using, as requested, only 4-star champions. So we are going to be bringing in, definitely for sure, Nick Fury. We're going to be bringing in OG Thor for that armor break ability to take on those Iron Man champions, and we are going to be looking for a third champion. I don't want to use Captain Marvel. She would be awesome with this and has synergy with Nick Fury, but I'm going to be using someone else. We're just going to take a look at the synergies here right now. So far, we don't need to have that extra buffs going here. So definitely Nick Fury, and we are going to pretty much, I think, bring in Punisher 2099 because I enjoy the way he plays and he prevents SP3s, and he does have synergy with OG Thor and also Nick Fury. So let's just take a look at it and see the info. This is a level 99, fully awakened, 4-star, fully ranked up Nick Fury. We have Captain Marvel, but I'm going to take her out of the gameplay. Not everyone has a Captain Marvel, but everyone has an OG Thor, I'm thinking. By now, he's been in the game for 4 or 5 years now, and maybe you don't have a Nick Fury, but you can use a Gwenpool for this as well. She works pretty good with this gameplay. And we are going to bring in a 4-star Punisher 2099. As you can see, the 4 stars we have here: Dr. Doom. We have quite a few 4 stars here. We have Blade, Quake, but we have Corvus Clave that you could use, which is pretty awesome too. But not everyone has these champions, so I'm really trying to bring and showcase gameplay with someone that most people have, which is an OG Thor, the original Thor in the game, and he has, again, 10% Fury potency for every Fury that he has. So when he does go Fury, he's going to have 10% potential more damage, which is going to be excellent in this gameplay. And I really hope that this video gives you guys some tips on how to use only 4-star champions. A lot of comments have been coming into the gameplay where everyone is saying it's easy to do it with a fully maxed out 5-star or 6-star, but what about 4-star champions for those of us that are not as powerful as some members? So this is for you, the members that are new to the game or only have 4-star champions to work with. So what we're going to do is we're going to use some boost. So when you have your 3 champions selected, add some boost if you have it, because this is only going to make the gameplay a lot easier for you, and everyone should have boost available. So I'm going to use a 15% boost, and I'm going to use a 20% health boost to the champions. And let's see what else we have. We have health and attack boost, and I'm just going to throw in a 30% boost. You could use a 20%. Just use whatever it is you have to get your champions as strong as possible to finish the gameplay, because you need to complete the quest X amount of times, 20 times, in order to get that 5-star awakening gem, which is what the goal of this is. And you only have to do it using epic mode. So we have a T5 catalyst to get. We have T4 basic. We have tier 2 alpha, which is good. We have T4 skill as rewards, and we have a 6-stone, 5-star 6-stone as well to pick up. And of course we have more T5 basic. There's no 6-star shards unfortunately, and we have Silver Centurion as the final fight, which is good because we do have OG Thor, and that is the guy we're gonna save for that fight. We have the class advantage, we have the armor break ability, and we have that Fury potency. So the first one is weakness and fatigue abilities are 40% more effective. Long distance relationship, if you're close to the champion, you have that weakness buff. If you're away from him, the weakness falls off. So what we want to do, we have class advantage with Nick Fury. Again, Gwenpool would be great for these fights as well, because she does have that damage over time bleed. So we're gonna just try to parry this guy light and heavy, as the way I like and enjoy playing Nick Fury. So light and then a heavy. So let's just check that out again. Parry, and I'm just gonna drop that heavy on him, build that stack. That internal bleed is going. We're gonna fire off the SP2, and he's pretty much gonna bleed out here. And 100% Nick Fury, absolutely no damage taken, and fight 1 is in the bin. So this is definitely possible, and just as easy to do with 4-star ranked up champions, as long as you don't get hit and you don't make any mistakes. And of course, I always make mistakes in the gameplay. You make mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes, and you're going to see some mistakes in the gameplay, but you're still going to be able to complete the quest. Now, the second fight is all about Fury, aggressive. You don't have to worry about this anyway. We have Nick Fury. We're going to, if you want to use Gwenpool again, it's very good because she has that damage over time with bleeds and stuns. She stacks on you, which is pretty good. We're going to pretty much parry light and heavy attacks on this Joe Fixit. We're going to make sure to hold block with this so we don't take any damage at all. I don't suggest you parry those, dexterity those. You want to definitely hold that block. And then you want to charge into him. I'm going to fire the SP2. And while he is in stun mode, we're going to just apply some more damage to him, and he is just melting away. We're going to hold that block. Boom. Don't forget. Yeah, a lot of people get caught with that second hit, but you need to hold the block because those waves just melt you away. So here we go. Fight 2 is in the bin. Not too bad. We still over about 80%. We're picking up those T5, which is what we need and want. And we are going to go into the Mystic fight, which is against Doctor Strange, or sometimes it comes up as Scarlet Witch. Doctor Strange is pretty good because energy attacks inflict 40% more damage, and he has this feat of energy 2. When the attacker reaches 2 bars of power, he gains a power gain buff. So you do not want to get to 2 bars of power. So the strategy here is to fight him at any champion. Anyone on your roster would do. But do not use your SP2. Do not push yourself to SP2. Fire off your SP1s and use your heavy attacks or rest of attacks. But do not use your SP2 because he is just going to go up bars of power. So we do not want to push our Nick Fury to SP2. We're going to fire off SP1s, parry light and heavy to apply that bleed stacks. His energy attacks are a little bit more devastating, as you can see. But the nice thing is we had Nick Fury, so we're in the real Nick Fury mode here. And we are going to finish off this Doctor Strange. Because this is the real Nick Fury. He hits a lot harder. He does a lot more damage. A lot more devastating. We're going to fire off the SP1s again. Remember, we're not going to push him to SP2. So keep that in mind while you're fighting and this specific champion in the gameplay. We're going to hold block and we are going to make sure we're going to finish him off with a light attack and SP1, sorry, that's what it is. SP1, back off and let him go. Again, any damage over time champion works really well in this quest. But Nick Fury I find to be the most effective. So we're going to pick up those T4 basic. And that's 1, 2, that's 3 fights in the bin. And now the fight that gives a lot of people problem. I've been seeing that everyone is having problems with 2 nodes, which is this node here where he has armor. And anytime he has armor, he goes unblockable. So you do not want to have anyone that is not able to armor break this guy. So what you want to bring in is a Silver Surfer. You want to bring in a Cosmic Ghost Rider. You want to bring in Thor OG. I have him as a 4, so you may not have a Cosmic Ghost Rider, you may not have a Silver Surfer, but you're definitely gonna have a Thor. So armor break on parry. Now I'm gonna show you that if he goes to unblockable, this Thor is pretty good and he's able to take those hits as well. Gonna fire that SP1 and keep him armor broken. As you can see, every 2 seconds he goes with an armor up and he hits. But that's okay. We're gonna do an SP2 and this is gonna put him in the bin. And so a 4-star Thor is going to just wreck this guy. The parry's gonna armor break him and remove that unblockable. SP1 stuns him and applies that armor break. And that was a mistake on my part, but again, I wanted to show you when he goes unblockable that this guy can still take a hit and keep on ticking. The second one that gives you a lot of trouble is Mix Master Mode. If the attacker attempts the same basic attack twice in a row, the defender gets an evade. And in this case, if he applies that evade, you apply it with a fatigue buff that plays a critical rating reduction of 1,000 for 15 seconds. So you don't want that. So you want to use light, medium, light attacks to mix up. You don't want to use the same basic attacks. You want to use a medium, light, medium. Or in this case, you want to use a Nick Fury. We could heal him up here, but again, maybe you light on resources, so we're not going to do the healing. This is the real Nick Fury. He's supposed to be strong enough. We're going to do a parry, light, and heavy on this parry, light, and heavy. And we're going to apply the bleeds on him. Parry, light. Now that second hit is not going to always connect, as you can see, but 9 out of 10 times parry, light, and heavy is going to connect with him. And that's all you need to finish this fight. Parry, light, heavy. We have internal bleeds going right now. You could pretty much back off and let this guy bleed out. Make sure you hold your block for that. We're going to fire up the SP1. And then we're going to wait for this parry again. There you go. And that's it. So it's that easy to take out Spider-Man. It's not that difficult. Mixmaster is very easy to beat once you have someone like a Nick Fury. Again, Gwenpool is an alternative. Or Unbelievable. Karnak is very effective because once he goes to that SP1, or you're able to stop the evade of Spider-Man. So Karnak is also very, very good. Now we have this aggressive prowess, which gives him prowess every 2 seconds, and then that builds his attack damage by 50%. So this guy, again, with every gameplay, depends on who you get. You may get him, you may get someone else to attack, but this happens to be who is he? Platinum Pool. So we want to, again, if he fires off 2 SP attacks within 15 seconds, you're going to be in a lot of trouble. So when you fire off an SP, you want to make sure you wait 15 seconds before you fire off a different SP attack or the same one. So there's a timer on it. We're going to bring in Punisher 2099. And here is where Punisher, we're going to push him to SP2, fire off the SP2. And that should do some armor breaking on this guy, a lot of damage, and it should also stop his power gain. Again, all and everything, it looks good right now. I'm not worried about pushing him to SP3 because we are already at 95 battery. But here is where I'm going to make a mistake. I fired up the SP2 and I missed. So now he's going to get the power gain. If I back off, I'm still at over 50%. But now I'm under 50% and he goes to SP3. And that's it. Once someone goes to SP3, you're pretty much dead once they're activated. So that was my mistake. That does not have to be your mistake. Just keep his battery over 50% if you're using him or someone else. But again, anyone would work for this fight. Just do not push him to SP3. And you want to stay close to him. So we're going to finish this guy off with Thor. Again, we get the armor break on the parries, and we get the SP1 does the armor break and stun. Here you go. And then you could lay waste to him. He has that unblockable. We're gonna back off it. And we're gonna fire off. Let's see what we're gonna finish him off with. Parry, that armor breaks him. Let's push it to an SP2. I'm waiting for him to fire off that, but too late. Let's go. Boom, he's done. He's in the bin. So OG Thor is an absolute beast in this gameplay. He could pretty much take out any champion in this gameplay. Again, these are weaker champions, 4-star, we understand that. We have 2 more fights here. We have the main fight with Silver Centurion, and we have this guy. If you're lucky enough, you get the regular Black Panther. We got Killmonger. That means he's gonna have reflective damage on us. So I know we're gonna die anyway. So to give Thor, who I want to use in the final fight, the best chance, I am going to kill off Nick Fury, because he's gonna take damage anyway from Killmonger, and we don't have enough health. I'm not gonna use health on him. I'm gonna save it for Thor. And what I'm gonna do is, when Nick Fury dies, it gives Thor an extra 10% attack anyway. So that's the best use of this guy, Nick Fury, in this fight. We're gonna bring him in and see what damage we can do, as much damage as possible. We're at 9%. We're gonna fire off the parry, the light, and the heavy. And again, the block doesn't even hold up against this Killmonger. He's pretty insane. If you get the regular Black Panther to fight, it's a lot easier fight. Now we're gonna bring in Thor. We're gonna juice him up a bit, because we need to get some health, because that Black Panther hits even on the block, and even if you were to hit into Black Panther, you're gonna take damage anyway, as you can see in the gameplay. We're gonna fire off some hits on him. Armor break, which is great. But you can see now we're hitting him and we're losing health. So that's the reflective damage. But Thor is great because he armor breaks him and he gets a lot of armor up effects. We're gonna fire off. Let's see again. He's on armor break, he's running out. We want to bait out that SP2 for sure. We're gonna charge into him. Hopefully get a parry, and that armor broke him again. We missed on that attempt. Boom. This is a pretty good stun on SP2. Again. Just lucky we holding that block, because that SP1 is pretty devastated if it did connect. And we want to use that SP2 or 3. Oh, this is gonna get close. It's gonna get close. But here we go. Once we get to that SP3, it's gonna be lights out for him. He's armor broken with that parry, and there's no way he's gonna survive this. Even if he was 40-50%, he would be dead anyway and dusted. So Thor, absolute beast for this gameplay. We're gonna pick up that extra T5 shards. And now we are going to go into the final fight, which is against the Silver Centurion. And we are going to get our health up again. I don't think I have enough this 750 boost to get by this guy. Just in the event we make a mistake, instead of using a revive, we are better off just boosting this guy, because we know we're going to finish him off with Thor. We have armor break on our side. We have Fury with extra 10% potency, and we have an extra 10% attack because Nick Fury is dead. This is heal or hide, one of my favorite nodes. Every 12 seconds, the defender gains a regeneration buff, restoring 10% of their max health over 5 seconds. If the attacker is far away from the defender, when this triggers, the attacker, which is you, gains the regeneration. So look at the timer again on the top right. And when it is timing out, you want to back away from this guy so you get the regeneration. It's not always possible, but let's see. Parry armor breaks him. We take into the fight. We just lay in as many hits as possible. We back off from his heavy. Armor break on a parry again. That timer is running off, but sometimes I'm saying while you're in attack mode, you're gonna miss that. But that's okay, he doesn't get too much health from there. And we are going to go into attack mode again. We're gonna fire the SP2, and that just wrecks him, man. And look at that stun. This guy is just wailing away on him. We're gonna back up. Well, I tried to back up, but I was landing a hit, so he got the regeneration again, but that's okay. Because this Thor is an absolute beast, and that's done and dusted. That's how you do it. There's no excuses. 4 stars complete. Hope you guys enjoy the gameplay. Hope you got some tips. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It really helps the channel. Hit the notification bell so you get notified on upcoming gameplay via text and email notifications. And please don't forget to work less, play more, and enjoy life. I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.